Hello, so we're back, and this time we have a nice laptop to repair. You remember those laptops? I mean, yeah, this is old, probably over 10 years. But anything what is faulty on this laptop can be repaired. So this job is coming from a local repair shop. £80, decent money, so we have Satellite C850. Okay, the problem with this one, not charging. I mean, every customer, yeah, when the laptop is dying, the customer, it will say not charging. The customer, it will never say, you know, my laptop is dead. It's not doing anything. No, it's not charging. So pressing the power button, nothing happened. Let's plug the charger. Plug in the charger. Check on the screen. It's taking no current at all. Nothing. Pressing the power button, nothing. You can see. So this laptop is dead. It's not like it's not charging. It's not coming on also. But before we are starting, let's speak about today's video sponsor, PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop solution based on the fact that all kinds of PCBs, 3D printing, CNC, sheet metal are available from them. Every new register, they are getting $5 welcome bonus, and which is about 10 PCBs. So you will get 10 PCBs for free. All you have to do is to pay for the postage. Now, I did check myself the quality of the PCBs from the PCBWay, and you can see what we are seeing here is like top-notch PCB manufacturer. Okay, don't forget we have a link on the description. Just check their website and start with your first order. I will say let's open the laptop and try to have a look inside. I'm pretty sure we can repair this. So we have like a normal hard drive inside. We have the BIOS battery there, RAM memory, detachable battery. That's how the laptops used to be on the past. Now, speaking about common faults, what is the common fault with this one? You remember the charging port, the middle wire, always get broken on this model. But maybe we are wrong. Maybe something else. But looks like the power is not going inside of the laptop. I think we have screws from the keyboard side, yeah. Huh? Detachable keyboard, yeah. And the laptop, it's open. Check here. CPU on the socket, you see? You see? And the charging port? Nah, this one is good. No, it's not the charging port. It's not the charging port. Okay, fantastic. Let's plug the charger and let's diagnose this laptop. So plug in the charger. Good. Let's check the voltage. First, let's check the input voltage at the charging connector. And we have 19.8. Check on the screen. Yeah, 19.8 volts. The main power rail, very simple to be found. You see capacitors, capacitors, capacitors. So checking the main power rail, and we have 0.9 volts, which is not right, 0.9. Why is that? Why we have 0.9? Well, let's come, yeah, with the power supply, let's lower the voltage. Yeah, like 0.9 volts. So we need a ground. HDMI port is a good ground. Let's see, the ground is good. Good, perfect, 4 amps, lol. Maybe it's too much, but let's see. So we have the capacitors. And it's not short. Huh? It's not short. The main power is not shorted. Yeah, you're right. We've seen there like 0.9 volts, so cannot be shorted. Well, in this case, we have to diagnose and repair the power input circuit, which is probably on the other side of the board. So we have to take the board out and try to have a look there because we don't have voltage on the main power rail. Dodgy repair? Anyone said dodgy repair? Dodgy repair is like, I will show you how it's like. It's like 19 volts here. Plug in the charger, and obviously the laptop is not working. Let me plug the power button, which is this one. Plug in the power button. Let's press the power button. Nothing happened, obviously, because we have 0.9 volts on the main power rail. But coming with the power supply with 19 volts here, pressing the power button, and the laptop is coming on. Huh? How? Well, we just supply power where it's missing. Enter password. Lol, this laptop has a BIOS password. We supply power where it's missing. You remember I told you here has to be the main power rail, which is 19 volts. So we know the laptop is good, and we know the problem is on the main power rail. Can you use a wire from here to here? Yeah, of course, but again, that's too dodgy. Let's take the motherboard out. So what could be the problem? The problem can be the BQ chip, which is the power management chip. But I believe what do we have here before checking, yeah, I believe probably the second MOSFET is shorted. That's what I believe. But let's see. We have a cable here. And that's all. The motherboard is out. Now let's have a look at the other side of the motherboard on the input circuit. So check here, yeah? The plus of the charging port, you can see here, 2 pins plus is coming to an inductor. From the inductor is going to the fuse, and from the fuse, yeah, it's coming straight here. So you have the first MOSFET, then you have the second MOSFET here, and at the output of the second MOSFET, you have a current resistor. Those two tracks are going to the BQ chip and are used to read the current across the resistor. And from here, you have the main power rail. So plugging the charger, let me grab the charging port. Okay, so I connect the charging port to the motherboard, so we have power, yeah? So checking, like how I said here, is the plus, right? We have 19.8, here we have 19.8. After the fuse, we have 19.8. At the input of this MOSFET, we have 19.8. At the output of this MOSFET, we have 0.9. So you see, this is the point where actually the power is disappearing. I mean, it's meant to pass the MOSFET, the first MOSFET, but it's not doing it. Why it's not doing it? Why? Because on the gate, we have 0.9. And of course, on the output, we have 0.9. Now, what is the reason? Let's check the second MOSFET, yeah? Let's check. So the first MOSFET clearly is not burned, but the second MOSFET, check on the screen, 2 ohms. So the second MOSFET is shorted. And the BQ chip has a circuit which it will detect if you have like a shorted MOSFET. And on that moment, it will cut the power on the first MOSFET. So now you understand the issue? Yeah, shorted MOSFET. Let's remove the MOSFET. This is a channel N MOSFET. So the MOSFET is removed. Good. Now let's try to find another MOSFET. So how we are finding MOSFETs? If you have spare boards, usually the switching power supply, they have channel N MOSFETs. So we just, you know, we are taking one MOSFET from here and move it on our board. Now have in mind, the MOSFETs from the input circuit are not switching. So basically you can use any MOSFET here. Okay, let's solder this MOSFET here. Perfect, so the MOSFET is soldered on place. Now the question is, the motherboard is working, is repaired, we can buy some pizza? That's the question. Now let me cool down a little bit this area. Good. Now we can plug the charger. So plug in the charger. And it's taking no current. Interesting. Let's check the main power rail. So the main power rail is 19.8. Check on the screen. It is 19.8? It is. So basically, if we are pressing the power button, let's press the power button. which was here, right? Here or here? Where was the power button? Here was the power button. So if we are pressing the power button, check on the screen. Like 700 milliamps, the LED are on, and the board, it's on. Okay? Working fine. Okay, what about charging? Sorry. Yeah, let's see. I'm plugging the charger. Let's plug the battery. So the battery, we have plus and minus, right? Plus. So this is plus. Not sure if it's coming like that, but let's check. Let's see which is ground on our connector. Ground is here. So that means the battery has to be like that. Good. The battery is connected. Plug in the charger. Check there. 1.7 amps. And we have the orange light here. You can see it? So it's charging fine. Pretty cool. Yeah, the laptop is ready. Can we power on? Yeah, of course. We can power on the laptop. And you can see the current is going up. We have the power on light here. The fan is not spinning because the CPU is not hot. Okay, so few tips and tricks about the power input circuit. Let's go under the microscope and have a look again. So on a power input circuit like this, with channel and MOSFETs, obviously on the input you have 19.8, on the output you have 19.8, then it's going to the second MOSFET, and on the second MOSFET output 19.8. On the gate, yeah, on the gate we have 25 volts, right? Should be 25. Let's see here. We have 25.3 here, and also we should have 25.3 here. You can see on the screen we do have 25.3, which is actually 6 volts. So if I check actually the gate with the source, we have 5.5 volts, which is fine. And here we have gate to source 5.5 volts, which is normal. Okay, good. Let me put all back together. Yeah, just give me like 5 minutes. Okay, so everything is back on place. Check here, charging LED, and it's taking 1.2 amps. Pressing the power button, and the laptop it is coming on, you can see it, and it's asking for password, which is not our problem, yeah? The laptop came like no power. BIOS password, that's a different story for another video, but the job is done, yeah? So we fixed was a dead laptop, came with no power, not charging actually, and we fixed it. Now, just to understand, yeah? Because those MOSFETs, they are not switching. You know, a switching MOSFET coming on, off, you know. The chance to get burned is not that high compared with the MOSFETs from the input circuit, which they constantly carry current, yeah? Like the charging current, the current which need for the laptop in order to work. That's the reason why many times you find those MOSFETs from the input circuit burn. Now let's say we have this amount of laptops which they have faults which can be repaired. Now over 50% from those laptops, yeah, which can be repaired, the problem is from the input circuits, and just checking like simple things like I show you. You check the main power rail, see if it's short. You can come with the power supply, try to, you know, trigger a power on, or checking the first two MOSFETs, see if they are shorted or not, checking the gate voltage. You see that you will fix over 50% from the laptops which actually can be repaired, because most of the faults, they are on the input circuit. Remember, especially on the gaming laptops. On the gaming laptops, you have the first MOSFET which is getting shorted. But on this one was the second one. I'm just saying because, you know, when you think, okay, motherboard repairs and motherboard, there are some complex things, you know. You need a lot of tons of experience in order to fix a motherboard, whatever is there. But like how I said, and I will repeat one more time, over 50% are on the input circuit, because that MOSFETs are always under high current. If everything is there, probably I will move to the BQ chip, which actually is the driver of those MOSFETs. Usually I found like the 25 volts is missing, and that 25 volts is coming from the BQ chip. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. I will say thank you for watching. You know, just like, subscribe if you like the video, and see you on the next one. Bye.